Hi guys, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Team Badman Vanilla here doing a kind of deck profile kind of thing. It's Geargia's and a tournament report, like a locals report or something. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to do that off the top of my head. I haven't written it down or anything. It's fairly crystal clear to me in my memory anyway, so I'm gonna do the deck profile first, so let's get on with it. 3 gig arsenal. Love it for the consistency. 1700 is quite a lot. You can suicide with that, like mermail guy. That's like someone from water from your hand to the grave, someone water from your deck to the grave or something like that. I have no idea, but it can run over that, and then it's just really good because then you can get that guy, go for Giga armor first turn, really powerful play. Giga accelerator, the Kazan of the deck, you need 3. It's kind of obvious. The deck needs that for OTK potential. And there's 2 MK2s. MK2 is such an amazing card. I'm seriously thinking about doing something controversial and running it at 3, but this card wins games, like really bad. Like top decking it when you have another engrave and just making a Zenmaze that you can sit on for a turn is just such a good overpowered play, and like a lot of people don't think about little plays like that anymore in such powerful game state as it is. Like this is really overpowered format, so a lot of people don't think about mediocre plays like that, but it does help a lot to have him. And there's 2 watchdogs and 1 strategist. I'm thinking about bumping strategist up to 2. It just really sucks when you draw him and then you cannot OTK easily, that is. Birdman, need him. Birdman, it's the best tuner in the world. Double Thunder King, haven't changed it in that aspect, but I'm thinking of kind of going back to the good old days and running like Doom Cows or something crazy, or adding in the 2-track and a Gorse kind of thing. So yeah, I might minus one of these out or something. I'm not liking Thunder Kings at the moment, just because of how overpowered mermails are, and like if you negate the summon of Abyss Megalo, then it still gets the effects, which sucks, so I might take Thunder King out. Then 1 Spirit Reaper. Spirit Reaper is just a really good card overall. I felt Neospatial Glamour, which is what I was running before, just wasn't as effective right now in this current game state as it is, as Spirit Reaper is, because, you know, a -1 from the hand is just such a powerful effect that everyone looks past that and thinks, oh, you can sit on it, but it is a good offensive card as well. And there's 2 pot dualities, pretty pro. Then the average kind of lineup for the staples, you got Monster Reborn, Avarice, Dark Hole, Heavy. I'm not going to go into detail about those. Here's my techs. Double MST, that's not the tech. 1 Night Beam. I've added Night Beam in because I decided triple MST is alright if you go first against mermails, because then you can end phase MST their Abyss Sphere, but Night Beam against Abyss Sphere is just so broken because then they can't chain it. It's really good in general against most matchups. Actually, I think it's an underrated card. Sorry, and I think people might start picking up play with it. You know, maybe like 1 Night Beam, 2 MST, 1 Night Beam, 3 MST, like I'm doing. If I could take this out for another back row destruction card, it would probably be Dust Tornado, but that's got the kind of bad thing that MST has, where you have to go first for it to be effective. So I'm not sure. Then double Lance. Lance is just so pro, it's unbelievable. If you Lance their Abyss Megalo, you can suicide into it with Arsenal, so it's just such a good card in general. And there's Smashing Ground, which I've decided to keep, despite everyone telling me to put a Soul Taker in. I like Smashing Ground, I don't like giving my opponent life points in this deck anyway. Then there's the Solemn Brigade. I'm not sure if I like Warnings right now. Warnings are just a bit kind of OTT. And with Atlanteans, I am going on about Atlantean mermails and Atlanteans quite a lot. They are the hardest matchup for the deck by far. This deck has no answers to them. So excuse me for not paying attention to the rest of the meta, but I just generally don't think any other matchup is a problem for the deck except for mermails. Like literally it can kill everything else except for that. So Solemn's just really bad against them in general because they can go for that kind of guy, Abyss Megalo, where he attacks twice and does 4-8 damage, and if you're warning him, then he still gets the effects, and then that's another 2,000 off, and then you've taken 6-8 damage, and the other warning becomes dead, and you've only got 1-2 life points left, and it's just annoying. So I'm not sure. I might have to do something about warnings. Double bottomless and a compulse. Compulse is pretty good. I wouldn't. If I took out one warning, which would be a bit weird, I would probably put another compulse in. I'm not sure, but I like compulse right now. I didn't like it earlier this format, but right now I think it's just a really powerful card. The fact it's chainable. Double D-Prison. D-Prison's pretty awesome. I like D-Prison. Mirror Force and Starlight Road. Starlight Road, kind of obvious. A lot of people don't like it. I've been thinking about bumping it to 2 because it's just so annoying when my opponents open Heavy Storm and I've got no Starlight Road, but I'm probably not going to because that is like very rare. Extra deck, sorry. Ones Mains, Levier, Sword of Silver Mountain. I've completely changed my mind about this card. This card is now the most broken card in the game by far. This card is amazing. It's so good. You can just make their Abyss Sphere unplayable. I'm pretty sure they can't chain it. I'm not sure. They might be able to chain it, but if they do, then it's unplayable, or it might not get its other effects. Or I don't know. I don't know the rulings behind that card in Abyss Sphere, but all I know is the fact that you can special summon from the grave is just broken. Number 17 Leviathan, the Pokemon one. Obviously, you have to run the Pokemon one. It's cute. Sorry, excuse me. And those are the rank 3s. Rank 4, she got Maestroke. Whoa, kind of out of the picture there. You got Maestroke. I love Maestroke. Way better than Utopia. Butterfly. Butterfly's amazing. Especially because a lot of people are attacking in Spirit Reaper and Agents thanks to Simon He. So, the ability to like throw on Papil, Operative, a Spirit Reaper and either make it destroyed or attack it for 2-1 damage is just a really good thing to be able to do. And then there's 2 Gigagon X, kind of obvious. Utopia, staple. Big Eye, I'm taking this guy out. I'm never, ever going to him. I'm not sure what I'm taking him out for exactly, but all I know is that I haven't ever gone into him. Lately anyway, so yeah, he might be going out. And then the white cards, you know, Double Berate and Berado. I like that. I don't like 2 Berado. Scrap Dragon, Staple, and Stardust for the Starlight Road. That's like the deck. The extra deck, sorry. The side deck, I think I'm going to show if you want. The side deck's a bit kind of retarded, I know. Like, some of my Tetroses are a bit kind of personalised and funny, so don't speculate on those. Like, don't comment, oh, it's so retarded, he's such a bad player. Because, like, I know why I'm running certain cards, and it's kind of a long story. One of those cards is Acid Golem. I don't run it in main extra deck, because I think it's the worst card in the world. But there's one person at our locals who runs Herald Agents, and he does top sometimes, and it's just annoying when you're on top tables and you're looking at your extra deck and you haven't got anything that's like over 2,800 to get over their defense monster. So I just side in Acid Golem game 2 and 3, and it has worked on numerous occasions, so I'm not taking that out. Double Veiler, pretty pro. Double DD Crow, Dark World matchup. Double Maxi, Atlanteans, I think. And then the wind-ups. Double Electric Virus for the mirror match. And some people are still playing Chaos Dragons. It's also really good against Dino Rabbit. Like, stealing their Dolk is just really good. Sorry, Lagia is just a really good thing to do. Puppet Plant for those things, prophecies, or spellbooks, or whatever they're called. And 6 Amps and Heroes is just a really good card. A lot of people choose not to play Electric Viruses and Puppet Plants, especially Puppet Plants, but I really like them. Like, they're not being taken out. I might take out Veilers, I'm not sure. Then 2D Fisher is just generally good for a lot of decks, especially Atlanteans. Finally a side for Atlanteans. And although I didn't find it work that great, but it's just a really good card to have in general. And then to Debunk. Debunk, I didn't like it very much. I thought it was kind of like a waste of a side deck space. If I could have anything instead, I'd probably have Fossil Diners, but I don't own any Fossil Diners, so Debunk was kind of dead. It was good against the Dark World matchup, don't get me wrong, but I hoped it would be more useful against Mermails, but whenever I activated it, they had outs to it. They had ways they could still plus, and Megalo obviously isn't affected. I hate the rulings on that guy, it's just broken, but like, that's the deck. The tournament record, as I believe, round 1 was Evos. I 2-0'd them. Round 2 was Wind-Ups. I 2-0'd them. Round 3 was Wind-Ups. I 2-0'd them. Round 4 was Atlanteans, and I lost. And that loss, I was on table 1 by that point, and that loss to Atlanteans got me onto table 2. And then I versed like an odd kind of, what was it? Table 2, I versed Atlanteans again, but I won. So I was back on table 1. Then I versed Agents, I won 2-0. Dino Rabbit, 2-0. Another Dino Rabbit, 2-1. And then it was just like some random deck, I don't know. It was Heroes. Versed Heroes, and that was 2-1, I believe. Yeah. And then, what was it? Sorry guys, thinking. It was Dark World, I think. And that was a 2-0 matchup. Even though apparently the Dark World matchup isn't that great. I just kind of stunned him. I drew pretty good, I'm not going to lie. And then top 8, sorry, I versed. Top 8 was, I versed. What did I... Sorry guys, this is just like almost a week ago, I'm not sure, I haven't been locals in a while, but top 8 was, my top 8 matchup was, as far as I believe, Insectors. Yeah, it was Insectors. 6 Sams aren't doing very well at the moment, actually. I should, yeah, it was Insectors, I believe. And it was one of those really good Insector player guys who like knows his shit. I 2-1'd him, I believe. He was really good. I honestly thought I'd lose. And then top 4 I versed another Geargia deck. Mirror match. I was so stupid in this one. I cannot believe my stupidity. It was like, I've never done this before, and it was just the excitement of kind of being on top tables for a whole day. I'm usually like coming like top 4 most of the time, but I was just really doing pretty good that day, considering I was like X1. And so I was just like, just went out to check all the other games, and I forgot to side out, which was just so stupid, I know. And I just drew my hand, and I thought, I don't have that Fet Veiler in main deck. Oh shit. So I said to him, do you want to give me a game loss or a match loss? I've not sided out, and I was thinking, X2 I can still, sorry, I can't top now, because this is obviously top 4, what am I saying? I was thinking I can't top if he gives me a match loss. The guy's really nice, he says, I'll give you a game loss for that. I said, oh thanks. Game 2 I won, game 3 I won, and I put everything into that. He was honestly a really good player, and there are a lot of situations where we're kind of just literally 10-minute moves, just thinking. We went into time, but we got extensions and stuff, so it wasn't too bad. And then finals, top 2, I was playing against this douchebag. He was running Mermails. He opened the nuts on me, seriously. I opened like 4 back row, no Starlight Road, and a Geargia armor, so I was like, this is fine, set, everything. Keep like 2 cards in hand. Sorry, set 3, I think it was, because I was really going to play kind of I was going to play it as quickly as possible and use the deck to get as much pluses as possible before he overwhelmed me, which is how I kind of deal with Atlanteans. So I set 3, I think it was, an MST, a Mirror Force, and a Solemn, or something like that, I'm not sure. And then he Heavy Stormed. He did that thing with Abyss Megalo, and he discarded the Marksman and destroyed my set monster, I think it was, which was a Giga Armor. And then he just attacked twice with Megalo. and Deep Sea Diva and stuff. I'm not sure. I had 3 cards in hand because I set 3, set 1, that's 2, that's 3. Yeah, I had 3 cards in hand. I looked at the board, I saw there was nothing I could do. I thought, shit. I tried to play it out, but he just done too much damage in his first turn. It was kind of like I couldn't come back from it, and he Abyss Sphered and stuff. And, game 2 I opened none of the cards I sided, and pretty much the same thing happened, so that's why I just... the Atlantean Mermail matchup is the worst matchup for this deck. And the worst part is, that guy was the same guy I lost to in Swiss, where he was my 1 loss all day, which sucked. And I did beat another Mermail guy. I'm not sure if I mentioned. I might have got like the matches wrong or something. Next time I'll bring a notepad and stuff. But I did reasonably good. I came 2nd place. I got some a lot of store credit and some boosters. I think I got like half a booster box and some store credit. It was pretty good. But like I really do want to win next time, seriously. And I was just looking for tips, because the Geargia deck is just terrible against that matchup. It's got no outs at all. I mean, I literally have to go Karakuri's spam for the win, and they just don't let you build up that much field presence, so I'm at a loss, and there's nothing you can side against them. Anyway, this has been Yu-Gi-Oh! Team BNB. Bye.